Everyone, just wanted to hop on here and do a quick makeup date. I feel like it's been a little while since I sat in front of the camera. It's been a very long week or so for me. Starting last Wednesday, I'm filming this on a Tuesday night, and I'll explain more in a little bit. Basically, I'm on the jury for a multi-day trial. I am hoping to make a video about my experience, more just about what to encounter, what to expect, like jury dynamics, things like that, courtroom dynamics. Not so much about the case itself. I don't really want to be identifying anybody or put anybody, at risk of anything, including myself. So yeah, if you're interested in that, look forward to that. I think we're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. At least my experience will be wrapping up pretty soon, and so yeah, excited to share a little bit more about that because that has taken over my life. But I did want to take a break from all that and just I love hopping on with you guys and just kind of going through. Still, things are happening in my collection a little bit slower, just because I haven't been able to think about this stuff much, but still things have been happening. Just wanted to kind of still go through it. And then I also have a few other videos to also pre-film as well. So let me get started. So I do have a few things that are going out of my collection, empties and some declutters. And then I actually just have one item I wanted to share about coming in. So hopefully this will be brief. So let's hop in. This is my little bag of things that I am getting rid of, or I think all these are declutters actually. I'm just kind of looking around. I don't think I have anything that I really recently finished. I have another little bag here. Yeah, it's been a slow month. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and declutter my Tartelette XL mascara. Unfortunately, I don't think tubing mascaras are for me. I could definitely go more into depth with this, but I don't think I'll be picking. Actually, I think I still have one more, and I'll kind of give it its chance and then kind of probably move on pretty quickly. Basically, I'm just so weirded out, I think, by the fact that I will, like, when I wash it off, or that it could basically flake off. And I think just given my history with like really smudgy mascaras, even if they're waterproof and stuff like that, I'm just like, I don't want flaky stuff near my eyes. And so I think even though the idea is good, and I didn't really have too much trouble with it overall, but it was like I felt like it did go on pretty thick and clumpy. I don't know if it's just because I wasn't wiping off the wand or making an attempt to. Plus, I think it's just a lot of product deposited onto the wand and thus onto my lashes. And yeah, I think just between all that, it was kind of tricky. Also, I was traveling with this one as well, and so I didn't have like all of my regular tools with me or want to really fuss with stuff, and so I think this would just became more fussy while traveling than necessary. So yeah, I think it's a little bit more work than I'm willing to put into it, so that one is moving out of my collection. And then I feel like I recently mentioned these two. I think I might have even put one of them into a project, maybe even both of these into a project actually. But I feel like my scalp did not react well to this, especially I think this mask, this hair mask. And so yeah, I think I'm just gonna declutter both these, see if someone else in my community wants to try them out. But yeah, unfortunately, this is not like excess hair stuff is just not what my scalp likes, and so I don't really want to dabble with that too much longer, and so I'll just be decluttering this while there's still a good amount of product left, rather than like continuing to try and continuing to be frustrated. It's just not worth it for me. Let's see. I think I also want to mention a few things that I might have hit pan on recently, just to kind of quickly show you guys, go more in depth with them in like kind of my project updates. But let's see. Yeah, let's just quickly go through them. I think it's been fun. I think I've been able to hit pan on a lot of things recently. So I think it'll just kind of be like more spoilers for future videos. So I did repress a blush into this compact here, and I think either it was really soft or I just like didn't evenly press it or something like that, but I already hit pan on the blush already, and quite a big dip already I've built in there. So I'm a little bit rough with my brush too, so I think part of it's just not human error, but human use. But yeah, good to see a pan in here already. I did recently also hit pan in my concealer here. It's kind of hard to see. There we go. That this is an NW25, and yeah, I think it's nice to document the pan a little bit up front rather than waiting till the end of the month. I know we're halfway through the month already, but I'll be doing like a collective pan those palettes update pretty much, and this is part of that. But I feel like at that point the pan's gonna be even larger, and so it's kind of nice to see it like through time. And then just to give thoughts, I feel like once I kind of wrap this one up, I feel like I could probably mix some of these other colors together. Sorry, the colors aren't really showing very well with the glare, or with the shadows, but I feel like mixing these two, I could maybe get a similar shade, or even mixing these two, especially as I get like paler towards the winter. I feel like maybe even using this alone will work for a little bit until we hit summer, spring summer again, where I can maybe mix some of these and make it work before I go out and buy a replacement. I feel like this palette has really allowed me to understand what shades I do like out of the MAC range. I do feel like the formula is quite nice, and I haven't had any issues or too much issues with it at all. And then let me see, a bit of movement in my lip palette as well. Let me see, this past week I ended up, that's right. I think I twisted this one up just a little bit too much. This is my e.l.f. lip liner that I've been trying to work through. It's super old. Definitely has that like old crayon smell, so I was already a little bit weirded off by that, even though it's actually in multiple projects, which I will update on. But I went ahead and just snapped the whole thing off and put it into the compact. And I also mixed it with a lip balm that I've been working on as well. So that's this color here. And I really just like, I actually tried to melt it in one direction just to kind of help me understand how much was really left. But yeah, the color is really, really light. I don't think you'll even be able to tell that's even a swatch, like barely a swatch there. So that's that. I've also been working on this one a lot as a cream blush. So that's been fun, and I already hit pan on that because I pushed pretty hard in terms of my sponge into it, so that already created that. And also, I think it wasn't like a perfect melt in there either. I think I had pushed some other product in there, so either way, it's good to see progress on that. So it's nice to jump back into this packaging. I feel like I always make and see some good progress in here pretty quickly, which is nice. And then let's see, I did hit pan on my Tatcha the Silk Canvas Primer, which I think smells like Earl Grey, but I don't know if it's just because it's a little bit older, because I did actually go into Sephora and smell this, and it didn't smell like this at all. So I just wonder if it's just like as the product ages, the smell shifts, and that's what we came up with, and I'll enjoy it while it lasts. So as you can see, I have a bit of a pan there. I've been using it on and off. I don't find it like life-changing by any means, but it's a nice product. And I enjoy it. I don't think it's as good as my MAC Skin Refined Zone in terms of the mattifying and pore filling qualities. Let me see if there's any other exciting news. Not so much. This comes from my partners in Korean. This is my groundwork paint pot. I am drill panning this. So, you know, judge me if you want, but I decided I would drill pan this for a number of reasons, which I'll probably go into at my update next month. But I think I'm pretty close to hitting that glass jar again, but I am drilling in there. I think briefly, just to explain myself, the surface layer was really, really glittery. So I was finding actually like glitter fallout almost throughout the day, which was kind of getting annoying. So I already knew that the product underneath, a little bit deeper, especially on one side of the jar, was more like the original groundwork paint pot formula because I'd pushed multiple formulas in here. And I just wanted to get to that. So that's kind of why I drill pan, and yeah, just to kind of figure that part out. I also did remind myself through that the groundwork shade in itself could actually potentially be really, really good cream contour. So thinking through options right now, because right now I've been using the two darker shades in this palette as cream contour. So just kind of playing around with my collection, kind of understanding like what's in there again, because it's definitely been a long time. Just to briefly do another spoiler, my palette here, I have hit a lot more pan. I'll probably go into more there, but it's been really, really good to hit pan. But what's been interesting throughout the jury experience, because it's been already multi-day, I think we just finished day 5, so it's been a few days, is like, because I'm rushing out the door for those days, which I haven't had to do for a long time because I don't work in an office, and it's kind of been crazy, like needing to prepare all the things for the day, including for my kids, and then rushing out the door, and really, really feeling like I want to go through my whole makeup routine, but I don't want to reach for more than one palette, which I've been doing because I have multiple shades that I'm working on in multiple projects. So it's been interesting, I think, to figure out like which palette I really want to gravitate towards or want to be using. And I think I have some thoughts in terms of where I want to be moving, but I'm going to give myself the rest of the month to feel things out. I did finish all my goals for my project, so I'll kind of figure out where I'm going from here, but I'm glad to see some progress in my projects. And then I think one last pan to show you guys. Sorry, I feel like I've just been hitting a lot of pan. This matte shade here that I use a ton of because it's so close to my skin color, and I love using it to buff out my eyes. But I actually have 4 different pans in this. I don't know even know if you can see that. I have edge pan there. I have one close to it, one sideways, and then there's one at the bottom there as well. Let's see if I can help you guys see it at all. I don't think so. I think it's like on that edge there. But yeah, I have 4. So so I feel like by the time I do show this in my Pan Those palettes, a lot of those pans will have expanded at that point. So just wanted to document that in a video and quickly show you guys what's going on there. Otherwise, not too much to update you guys on. So let's move into the one thing that I brought to my collection this month, or at least in this last week, and it is a sunscreen. I am running out of sunscreen. I only have 2 mini ones left. One was from like a Point Perk or some sort of freebie code, and then this one was the Sephora Sun Safety Kit, which I thought I finished up most of them, but I realized this was floating around like in my purse / just like in my collection. So between those two, I'm kind of rotating between those 2. And then I did want to bring another mineral sunscreen into my collection, so I went ahead and picked up this one from my local CVS. I got it on discount for about $8, $9. So this is the Bubble brand. This is their Solar Matte Daily Mineral Sunscreen Broad Spectrum SPF 40. I did open this up just to kind of feel it. It feels fine. Smell is like kind of traditional sunscreen, although who knows what traditional sunscreen looks like, smells like anymore, but it's kind of like in that realm, like I can kind of identify it that way. But yeah, this has the 12% zinc oxide, and especially as we go into the winter, I'm not like that terribly concerned about the percentage of zinc oxide in anything. But yeah, I feel like having a mineral sunscreen around is something that I would prefer. I was getting really interested into like Asian sunscreen, but I think I've always preferred mineral sunscreen. So I did a little bit of research, not very deep. So if you are more well versed in Asian sunscreens and you know of a good mineral formula, please let me know. I'd be interested in trying, but I will kind of, I think, check things out here and there and kind of see where I land. But hoping more than anything else, just to continue to use things up and not to have excess in my collection. So that's where I'm gonna stop for this video. I think I'll have more at my next update. And yeah, I'm looking forward to also filming about that jury duty experience, because it's all I've been thinking about, I feel like, for a week. And so, you know, just to share it with you guys, it'll be a little bit of a different content, but maybe just something where it's probably a long video. So, you know, hopefully it'll be something where you can bring a snack, bring some popcorn, because it's not that dramatic, but maybe I'll make it more dramatic than it really was. I don't know. All right. Hope you guys are good, and I'll see you in the next video.